We are back with a brand new movie on what if Naruto became the savior of magical girls. But before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now let's begin the story. The boy with blonde spiky hair and wears standard boy's high school uniform wake up from his slumber. Where am I? You wake up in the room that have nothing, only white color in everywhere. You finally wake up, Uzumaki Naruto. Who? The boy named Naruto looked around him. There's no one. Just a sound. Who are you? And where am I? Calm down Naruto, do you remember what happened to you? The strange voice asked. He remember. When he tried to help a boy that almost got hit by a truck. He got hit with the truck itself. I am dead. No. That can't be happened right. Technically, you're in the border of life and death. People call it karma, the voice said. Oh, Naruto said, wait, so you're a soul reaper, please don't take my life, maybe I do bad things like prank many people, fight a delinquent, cheating in test, not doing my homework or play truant. But I always eat well and helping a people in need. So please spare my life, said Naruto again with comical tears. Don't be sad, Naruto. Because of your unbelievable sacrifice when you helped that boy. I'll give your lives back, the voice said. Is that true? Of course, but I need your help. Help? Asked Naruto. Yes, in exchange to that a big screen pop out. There is a picture of a 5 girl who likely younger than Naruto. The first have a long black hair and a motionless face, the second girl have pink hair with two-tailed styles, with cheerful smiles, the third girl have blue short hair, the fourth girl looks tomboyish, have a red long hair with ponytail style, eating a pocky stick. And the last girl have a blonde hair like Naruto with low curly two-tailed style with warming heart smile. All of them wears a girl's uniform of Matakahara Middle School, except the fourth girl who only wears a gray or green. I have a little bit colorblind jacket. I need you to help them. Help them what? Asked Naruto, not understand. Despite they look like a regular teenage girl. They are the protector of humanity called magical girls, they uses their power to defeat witches who prey humans. Said the voice. Is that true? Because it's just like an anime story. Said Naruto, remembering he used to watch Magical Doremi and could capture Sakura when he's still a kid. True, it is. Replied the voice. They form a contract with Incubator, a cosmic creature, the name of the incubator is Kyuubi. And another big screen appear. In the screen is a picture of a white cat rabbit-like creature. It have a 2 red eye. And a motionless face. Somehow Naruto disliked the creature. The incubator had a goal to intercept or possibly negate entropy, the principle that energy output is always less than energy input, a fact that is presently causing the universe to slowly die out. In order to achieve this, they took the raw energy from sources that seem to be excluded by entropy, the emotions of a girl during the second phase of growth or called teenage girl between 14 to 18. The motion of a girl's during the second phase of growth. Said Naruto. The voice continued his explanation, to harvest this energy, they form a contract with these girls. The exchange of a wish for absolutely anything, for the servitude as a magical girls. Their soul is locked and became a gem named Soul Gem. They need a grief seed, a thing that dropped after the witch killed, to clean their soul gem when it corrupted. Naruto's eye widened. Wait, you said their soul became a soul gem, so it's that mean, he said. Yes, without their soul gem, they just a lifeless body. Said the voice, make Naruto shocked hearing that. When a magical girls fall to despair, feel hurt physically or in their heart. The soul gem became more and more corrupted. If they not clean it with grief seed. Soon they will turn into a witch. Naruto is more shocked hearing that. The incubator hide this fact. Because when the magical girls turn into a witch, the witch will prey human who will harvest an energy too, and they will fight the magical girls. Which will be the source of their energy without limit in order to maintain the balance of the universe. The voice still explain. Naruto feel very angry and sad. Sad because the despair and truth about magical girls and angry because Kyuubi hide the fact and deceive the magical girls for its own reason. I can't accept this, I'm not gonna let this happen, shout the boy. That's why I need you to help them. Especially this 2 girl. The screen of first girl and second girl got bigger. The first girl is Homura Kemi. Homura have an ability to loop the time. She know the truth about magical girls and she always repeat the time when she can't save her friends or fail to warn them about the truth. Naruto looking at the pictures of Homura. He can saw a sorrow, suffer and loneliness in her eyes, even it's look like without expression. I can't imagine her sorrow. She always repeat the time just to see her friend's death. Thought Naruto, feels sad. The second girl is Madoka Kaname. She is the person who Homura wants to save. She is everything for Homura because Madoka is her first friend in the school. The voice said. She is the candidate of the strongest magical girls and the strongest witch in the universe. That's why Kyuubi wants her to sign a contract. Because when she became a witch, she will destroy the world in a day and it give the balance of universe. Homura repeat the time to prevent Madoka became a witch. But when every time she loop the time, it's make Madoka more stronger. Naruto not believe it. He feels sweat drop in his forehead. He thought that only Saiyans, aliens, android, demon king, or god of destruction that can destroy the world and universe. So, do you accept my offer? Asked a strange voice. Of course. I want to life again. And I want to help them. I can't allow that furball do what he want. Did he think human and its emotion just a crops? I'll show him what human can do. Shout Naruto. You're a good kid, Naruto. Said the strange voice. I know you have a great fighting skill, but it's not enough to beat witches and protect the magical girls. Here, I'll give you a new power to help them. Wow, what it is suddenly, Naruto's body is glowing red. A whiskers mark appear in both of his cheek. I feel different than before. That whiskers mark looks good on you, kid. What whiskers? He touch his cheeks. What's this? My face will look weirdy embarrassed. Haha, ignore that. I'll give you a power, the power based from friendship, effort, and victory. The strongest power never seen before. The power that can't erase any evil and darkness. It's the power of J-Hero, said the strange voice proudly. Such a weird name for a great power. Naruto said. The voice tried to ignore it, even he's a little bit angry and embarrassed. And now you are the protector of magical girls. You are the hero who will change the fate of them. Now I'll get you back on your world. Farewell, hero. Naruto began to vanish. Yeah, thanks. What's your name? I am the universe will. Wah. He vanish. I depend on you, Uzumaki Naruto. The universe will said. Now, continuing my load game. In Mitakahara City. Hey. He's wake up. He's still alive. Thank goodness. Are you alright, kid? Naruto opened his eyes. He saw a crowd of people around him. We thought you already death. You lost many blood. Said one of the crowd. I thought I'm dead too. Naruto said when he tried to get up. Is the kid safe? Don't worry. You save him. He's already in hospital now. You going to hospital too? Suddenly, Naruto feel a dark aura. No, that's okay, I'm alright now. I'm going home. Bye. He running from the crowd. Hey wait. The crowd can't stop him. Hey, when he have the whiskers mark. Naruto running in the street. I can sense an evil presence. Maybe this is one of the power he give, thought Naruto. He arrived in an abandoned building. He saw a weird dark gate appear. The evil presence is so strong. Naruto smirked seeing the scary view. My first job after crash. Yosh, bring it on. He running to the gate ready to fight. The girl with long black hair and emotionless face appear after Naruto entered the gate. So, this is where the witch labyrinth is. The girl named Homura entering the gate. She doesn't know that she will meet a certain knucklehead hero that can change her fate in the labyrinth. Homura entering the labyrinth. The labyrinth looks twisted, I can't describe it, there's many flying creature like butterflies, the witch is familiar. Homura shot one of the familiars with a gun. Knowing one of its kind killed, rest of the familiars attacking her. Homura took a machine gun from her shield. Die. She fired the machine gun, killed the familiars. After she think there is no sign of another familiar, she walked from that place. She's looking the witch's room. It's close. I can feel it. She said. Suddenly she heard some strange sound. The sound of human, it's laughing and sometimes it says I'm strong. A human caught in the labyrinth. She dashing to the place the human is. When Homura arrived in the place, her emotionless eye widened. What she saw is an unbelievable view. A boy with blonde hair and whiskers mark in his cheek fight the familiars brutally. He kicked and punched many familiar to death, no mercy. Piece of cake, he said while punching one of the familiar. Homura shot one of the familiar. Naruto, hear the gunshot, closed his ear and looking to her. Ah, she's one of the magical girl, the one who can manipulate time, Homura thought Naruto with picking his ear. The sound of gunshot make his drum ear sick. You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. If you going too far, you can die. Homura said emotionlessly. I can handle this. I'm strong, you know. Said Naruto, still picking his ear. You don't have any idea what is happening here. You mustn't be here. She said, ignored the fact that Naruto can beat the familiars easily. I know what happened here. This is the home of the witch. Witch is a creature who prey human, isn't it? And you are Homura Kemi, a magical girls, am I right? Homura's eyes widened. Suddenly she pointed a gun in Naruto's forehead. Naruto raised both his hands up quickly. Who are you? Why you know that? She asked suspiciously. Hey, a good girl not playing that thing, you know. Naruto said. A gun pointed in his forehead is making him felt uneasy. Listen, Suddenly Naruto feel an evil presence getting closer. A gruesome dragon tree hybrid-like creature with many tentacle whip appeared in front of them. The witch looked at Naruto and Homura, roaring at them. The witch, how can witch be outside of its lair? She said, feel shock little bit. Never mind. I'll end it right now. BGM Maja by Calafina. So, this creature is the boss of this stage, huh? This is exciting. Said Naruto, feel excited. This is not a game. Stay away from magical girl business or you will be killed. Homura warned him. But Naruto is already attacking the witch. Punch and kick him without give the witch a chance. The witch roared in pain. Naruto jumping like Tokusatsu hero, this is my final Kai. A tentacle hit Naruto, sent him flying to the wall. Ook, my back. TCH, fool. Homura shot the witch with her shotgun. The witch roaring again. The witch changed its target to Homura. Attacked her with a tentacle, but Homura can avoid the attack, jumping like acrobat. She changed her shotgun to dual gun. Homura repeatedly shot the witch without give it a chance. And she throw a grenade to the witch. Bang. The witch roared. But it's still not defeated yet. Naruto get up and rub his back, you're good. But it's end here. Naruto is ready to attack the witch. I'll bite you to death. Naruto, do you hear me? A voice calling Naruto. This voice. Is that you, Universe Will? Yes, I am. I talk to you with telepathy. Naruto, the only way to kill the witch is do the victory burst mode. Victory burst mode? How can I use that? Asked Naruto. Do the hand sign like ninja and shout victory burst. It's that simple, asked Naruto again. Just do it. Good luck, Naruto. The voice is gone. Okay, I'll do it. Naruto do the hand sign. He shout victory burst. BGM change fighting stars by the big three. What the? Homura can't believe her eyes. The glowing yellow flame aura appear from Naruto's body. Naruto smirk, he feel more powerful than he was. He dashing to the witch with unbelievable speed, ready to punch the witch. Take this. Or Naruto attacking the witch with barrage punch. The witch doesn't stand a chance against Naruto. The Mura forgetter startled quickly and helping Naruto, shot the witch with a machine gun. I'll end with this. I want to say this since I kid. Naruto said, preparing a final punch. His hand it's glowing yellow. A heart that rhythms a beat that shakes sunlight yellow overdrive. He punched the witch strongly, send it flying. The witch roaring and then explode and expelled the grief seed. Homura gasped. She never seen an attack like that before. Naruto seeing Homura walk to him, I won. He said with victory sign. Homura only looking him with a motionless expression. The witch lair slowly vanish and change back to abandoned building. BGM end. Homura took the grief seed. She put the grief seed in her soul gem, cleanse it. She look at Naruto who do the victory dance and shout Banzai. Banzai. You're not answering me just now. Who are you and why you know about magical girls and anything linked with it, she asked sharply. Naruto stop his dance. How can I answer when a gun pointed in my head, he said with displeasure. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. Nice to meet you. Uzumaki Naruto. The strongest delinquent in Matakahara. Thought Homura, remembering in her class or in the way of home, many students and citizen gossiping about him, destroy the biker gang himself, defeat 40 delinquent, and etc. I can't tell you why I know your name, about magical girls, and etc. Cause it's not the right time. But you must know that I am not your enemy. I'm here to protect and help all magical girls, and its candidate like Madoka Kaname. Said Naruto. Homura's eyes widened. He knew about Madoka. Really? She said skeptically. Hey, trust me. Is that I look like a bad guy so much? Said Naruto. In Homura's view, Naruto is more like an idiot boy that can't tie his shoes rather than a bad guy. So, want to work together with me? Homura? Said Naruto smirking, ask for shake hand. No. Homura said as she withdraws from Naruto and vanish. Naruto scratches his head. TCH, so cold. He look at the evening sky. It's getting dark. I'll continue tomorrow after school. For now, go to Ichiraku Ramen. Naruto, only wear black shirt and short pants, open his eye. This place. We meet again, Naruto. A voice calling him. Universe Will, said Naruto knowing the voice. I want to talk to you about victory burst mode. You like it? Ah, about that. Yes, I like it. Thanks to you, I can beat the witch. Said Naruto grinning. You're welcome. Victory burst mode is a power that work with imagination. Just imagine what's your attack shape. More strong your imagination, more strong your attack. Naruto remembering his attack with sunlight yellow overdrive. Sweet. I can do anything. There is many move that I want to use. He said jumping happily. But you can only do one attack. After that, it needs 5 minutes of cooling down. After the cooling down is over, you can use victory burst mode again. Explain Universe Will. Naruto's eyes wide surprised. So I must try to kill the witch in my first victory burst mode, if not I must wait for 5 minutes, and that can be dangerous. Am I right? Asked Naruto. Yes, I suggest you to use it wisely. Okay, thanks for the advice. Said Naruto. Until we meet again, Naruto. Said Universe Will. And then everything went blank. Naruto woke up from his bed. He yawned, still felt sleepy. He took his uniform and went to the shower and brush his teeth too. After Naruto wear his uniform, he water his plant. He eat instant ramen for breakfast and ready to go to school. Before he leave his room, he look at the framed photo in a desk. A photo of good-looking man with blonde spiky hair, beautiful woman with red long straight hair, and old man with white long spiky hair. "I'm off, Dad, Mom, and Gramps," he said with sad smile. Uzumaki Naruto, 16 years old, a first-year student in Konoha High School, lives alone in an apartment near a park. His daily life is paid by his relative. But he do a part-time work too, because he don't want to be a burden for his relative. His parents is dead because of terrible accident when he is still 5 years old. Then, Naruto is adopted by his grandfather. He is very happy when he lives with his grandfather, but it's not long. When Naruto is 13 years old, his grandfather dead because of illness. Since then, he lived alone. His room and apartment is given by one of his relative. He fill his room with many figures and figurine, gunpla plastic model, manga, video games, 1 year stock of instant cup ramen, and bonsais. Hobby went from his grandfather. He likes his hobby so much, but it can't cure his loneliness. He took a silver common bicycle from apartment parking slot. It's memento from his grandfather. He gave it a name Chidori. "Faster Chidori or we'll be late," said Naruto while he drove his Chidori. He drove his bicycle very fast while humming the opening soundtrack of Ninja Rantaro, Yuki 100%. He suddenly stopped when he hears something in the alley. "Hey, sis. Want to play with us? Haha, what a nice ring you have. It's not cheap, isn't it? Haha." A girl with blonde hair and low curly two-tailed hairstyles is blocked with two punks. The girl is only quietly walk backward. She holds a ring in her fingers tightly. She's one of the magical girls, Tomomomi. Thought Naruto, drove fastly to help mommy. "Haha, just play with me," said one of the punk holding mommy's hand. "Please no, I don't want use it to harm human," thought mommy with tears. Aparappa, Pararappa, Godfather's theme, Naruto hit the punks with his bicycle. "Make the punks fall to the ground," cried in pain. "My leg." "Shit, who did this? Who are you?" said one of the punk, rub his back in pain. Naruto get off from his Chidori. "Just a passerby hero," he said angrily while cracking his hands. "It's Naruto, it's the demon fox," said the punks panic. Naruto beat the punks without mercy. The cried sounds of the punks begging forgiveness is not making Naruto stop. Mommy closed her eyes with her hands, not wanting to see that violence. Naruto leaving the half-dead punks. He walks to Tomomomi who still closed her eyes. "Hey, are you okay?" asked Naruto. Mommy opened her eyes. Yes, I'm okay," said Mommy, cleaning the dust from her uniform. "Thank you for helping me," said Mommy. With beautiful smile. Naruto blushed a little. He scratched his head and no problem. It's a hero's job after all, ahahaha. "Oh crap, I'm late. See ya," said Naruto while ride his bike. "Wait," shout Mommy making Naruto stop. "I don't know your name." "My name is Uzumaki Naruto." "See ya, Tomomomi-san," said Naruto. Then he ride his bike fastly. So fast that Mommy can't see him. Uzumaki Naruto, thought Mommy, blushing. "Wait. How he know my name?" Naruto is late coming to his class 1 to 4. He got punished by his homeroom teacher, Iruka-sensei, to stand up outside his class until school time's over. After the punishment is over, Iruka-sensei gave a long lecture to Naruto. It takes many hours. The teacher gave Naruto permission to go home after the lecture is over. Man, what a long lecture. "The afternoon almost over, better get to work quickly," he said while riding his bicycle. Suddenly, he felt a dark presence near him. Another job for hero, huh? Work can wait. Let's go. Naruto drive his bike to the place of the presence. Mommy and a girl with pink hair with two-tailed hairstyles, Madoka Kanam, walks to the hospital. In hospital's bicycle parking lot, they saw the grief seed in the wall that ready to hatched. "So, it's here," said Mommy. She inspect the grief seed with her ring. Her rings is shining, and the grief seed open make a gate of witch labyrinth. "Kyuubi, what's the condition?" she said to Kyuubi who already entered the lair with a girl with blue short hair, Miki Sayaka, via telepathy. "It's still safe, likely there is not anything gonna happen for now," said Kyuubi. "Sayaka-chan, are you okay?" said Madoka to Sayaka worried, via telepathy too. "I'm okay, despite I can be sleepy because of boredom," said Sayaka. Madoka sighed relieved, knowing her friends is alright. "Maybe it will be bad if use a strong magic to bother the egg. It's okay to not do it quickly and it's better to enter quietly," said Kyuubi giving an advice. Mommy nodded okay. Mommy and Madoka entering the gate of witch labyrinth. A little bit long time after Mommy and Madoka entering the witch labyrinth, Naruto came. So, it's here, huh? He said while looking at the hospital. He don't like the hospital. It's because Naruto quickly forget his sadness. He parked his bicycle and walked to the spot. Yosh, I'm ready here running to the gate. The witch labyrinth of the hospital is a gruesome place with many needles, candy, chocolate bar, cake, cookies, snacks, scissors, medicines, injections, and etc. It's have many familiars that looks like a rat's, but with scary yet twisted shape. Mommy, holding Madoka's hand, walking through the labyrinth. I'm glad we can make it. Said Madoka. Despite I thought you give us many trouble, but I think it's good too. Said Mommy, besides we don't need to be worried about the witch will escape. Mommy stopped talking when she saw figures behind Madoka. Knowing this, Madoka looked at her behind too. She gasped. It's Hamura. What are you doing here? Asked Mommy sternly. She know Hamura. This witch is mine. Don't touch my prey. Said Hamura coldly. I can't. Because this is related to Miki-san and Kyuubi. Said Mommy. I'll certain their safety. Said Hamura. Mommy smiled. Do you think I will believe that? A chain-like ribbon with locket pop out from Mommy's hand. The ribbon tied Hamura, making Hamura can't let herself move. Hamura is struggled to move, idiot. It's not the time we. It's not like I want to hurt you. I just want to be careful. Said Mommy, make sure the ribbon is strong enough to hold Hamura. This witch, it's different than the witches you faced before. Warn Hamura. Just keep silent if you want to go back. Let's go, Kanam-san. Said Mommy, left Hamura behind. Okay. Said Madoka. Still felt unsure to left Hamura. Wait, the ribbon tied Hamura strongly. Madoka looked at Hamura for a second and she left Hamura. She felt guilty, but she must search Sayaka and Kyuubi. Naruto looked around the labyrinth. Woo, it's so many cakes. Said Naruto. He grabbed a piece of cake and eat it. Blah. Taste like plastic. Naruto puked the cake. Then he saw Hamura bounded by chain-like ribbon. Yo, Hamura-san. What are you doing here? Asked Naruto. Hamura deadpan. Oh, you got bounded. Naruto just realized. Don't worry, I'll save you. Said Naruto while he trying to loose or cut the ribbon. It didn't work. This is a magic ribbon. Normal human can't cut it. Said Hamura, ignoring the fact that Naruto is not a normal human because he can beat the last witch they fought. Naruto looked at Hamura with fox grin. Did you forget that I can do this? Naruto do a ninja hand sign. Victory burst. A yellow flame comes from Naruto's body. He lift his hand highly. Lucky chop. He do a karate chop that cut the ribbon easily. Hamura surprised but quickly hide it. Lucky, cookie, no potty. Said Naruto. Do a lucky man pose, make Hamura sweat dropped. So, why you got bounded? Asked Naruto. Magical girls named Tomomomi who do this. Said Hamura. Naruto's eyes widened. Tomomomi? She's here? Asked Naruto. He knows Tomomomi too. Who's exactly this boy? Thought Hamura. Yes, she's here with Madoka Kanam. I'm here to warn them about what would happen. She doesn't want to hear me and tied me with that ribbon. Hamura said. What would happen to Mommy-san? Asked Naruto worried. Hamura looked at Naruto's eyes with a motionless expression. She will die here. Killed by the witch. Naruto surprised. He doesn't want to believe it, but he remembered that Hamura can manipulate or loop the time, so maybe she saw this in one or many of her time loop. It's too late for save her. Her fate cannot changed. Said Hamura, emotionless. Naruto gripped his hands. He began to walk left Hamura behind. His face covered by shadows. Where are you going? Asked Hamura. Of course, I want to save them. I'm not gonna let Mommy-san killed. Said Naruto, still walking, not looking back to Hamura. It's useless. You can't save her. It's her fate and you can't change it. Said Hamura loud but still in a motionless tone. Naruto stopped. You know, Hamura-san, he looking back at Hamura. His face is very serious. As a magical girl, since when you lost your ideology? Hamura's eyes widened. It's nothing to do with. As magical girls exist to save people in need and bring hope and happiness whatever it takes. Hamura can't deny what Naruto's saying. She remembered when she promised herself to save Madoka and the others whatever it takes. Now she gave up easily when the chance to save them is going thin. Her emotionless emotion changed to sadness and full of sorrow. Naruto smiling at Hamura. Even the chance to save Mommy-san is 0.0000001%. I'll never give up. Then, Naruto do a nice guy pose to Hamura. I'll definitely save her, no matter what happens. Naruto pat Hamura's head make Hamura gasp. And I will help you to save Madoka and erase your suffer. That's my promise, Hamura-chan. Her eyes widened. Hamura can't say anything. She only can stares at Naruto's eyes that full of determined spirit. She felt her heart is beating fast. Naruto loosed his hand from Hamura's head. Now I'm gonna save Mommy-san. See ya, Hamura-chan. Naruto running left Hamura behind. Wait, said Hamura. But Naruto is far already and not hearing Homura. Homura hold her chest. Her cheeks is red and her hearts is beating fast, Naruto-kun. The witch is familiar shaped like gruesome cake rat's fusion, smelling a big cookie with a doll-like picture in its surface. Then, the familiars sense another strong presence and run left the cookie. The two girls appear from their hiding behind the cookie. It's Madoka Kanam and Mommy Tomo. Aaron left the cookie after the familiars is far away. Then, they found a door with the same picture like in the cookie. Mommy entered the door first, then Madoka entered after Mommy. In the room inside the door, there is many flying medicine bottle. Mommy holds Madoka's hand in order to keep her safe and not lost. Madoka begin the conversation Mommy-san. What? Ask Mommy. There is many that I want to wish said Madoka. Are you already decided? Ask Mommy again. Yes, but maybe Mommy-san will be upset with my decision. What dream do you want to wish? Mommy asking again. You know, I never have something to be proud of and I can't proud on myself. Madoka said with sad expression. Then she began smiling, then I thought, until now I only can be a burden for other people and am I only can be a problem too. Mommy found an exit door while Madoka's still talking. Because I don't want that, but I can do what? Mommy and Madoka entered the door, the room inside the door is filled with many box-shaped jelly, a giant fork and hanging cakes and candies. But then I meet Mommy-san, the girl who fight to protect other people. Maybe I can be like that. And maybe only that can make happy. Mommy not answering. Her expression turned sad. So I want to be magical girls and fulfill my wish. Madoka's face is serious and full of determination. If I can help anybody in life for that purpose, so that's my dream. Mommy let off Madoka's hand. It's hard you know. You will be suffering and you don't have a time for yourself anymore. She said. But I want to be like you Mommy-san. I admiring you. Said Madoka smiling. Mommy stopped her walk. Notice that Madoka stopped too. I'm not someone to admire for. Said Mommy. Ah. Madoka not understand. I only fight my not want to tell the fear and pain to anybody. I only can crying alone. Magical girls is not a good thing, you know that. Said Mommy. Madoka smiling, but Mommy-san is not alone anymore. Mommy chuckled, yeah, it's true. The tears falls from Mommy's eyes. Then Mommy turned around to Madoka. She holds both of Madoka's hand make Madoka gasped in surprise. A rain of medicine pills falls down. Are you really want to fight alongside with me? And always be with me asked Mommy in tears. Madoka nodded, yeah, if you accept me. Mommy wipe her tears. Oh my, it's just the beginning, but I already lost my prestige as senior. I'm not really that great. Madoka smile relief Mommy-san. What more important is, I'm still waiting. So carefully think what you wish for. Said Mommy. Madoka scratch her head. Waiting. Yeah, of course. It's a contract you know, it must equal to you. Want to be a millionaire, want a good boyfriend, anything if you want. Explain Mommy. Ah, if that said Madoka groggily. Okay, how about this, if you still cannot decide what you wish after beat this witch, we'll ask Kyuubi a delicious cake. Said Mommy. Hot cake? Said Madoka surprised with what Mommy said. Yeah, the biggest and delicious cake ever. And all of us will celebrate me and Kanam-san as a couple of magical girls. Said Mommy while start to walking again. The cake for me is a magical girl. Asked Madoka disbelief. If you don't want it, think it yourself. Said Mommy. Madoka only huffing, while Mommy just smiling seeing Madoka. Mommy. A tiny voice called Mommy. It's Kyuubi's voice. The grief seed is starting to move, it's starting to hatch. Come here quickly. Okay, I got it. Let's finish this. Mommy began to transform. Naruto jog in the witch barrier after he left Homura. He found a door with a shadow picture of a doll. Looks like the witch inside this door. Said Naruto. But he found nothing but a many flying medicine bottle. Too many flying bottle, maybe is not the right room. Said Naruto. He continued walking tried to find an exit door and he found it. Here it is. Said Naruto. He opened the door and entered the room inside the door. He found many medicine pills in the floor, what's the mean of this? Is there a pills rain in this room? Said Naruto. He walks carefully, but he accidentally got tripped with one of pills. Yow. He falls to the floor. It hurts. Do you hear something, Mommy-san? Said Madoka, she believes she listened the sound of someone yelling in pain. No, maybe it's just your imagination. Said Mommy who already transform as magical girls and fight the familiar. She summoned many muskets and shot many familiars. She fights with beautiful moves like acrobat. My body is felt very light. It's the first time I fight with happy feelings. I'm not scared anymore. Thought Mommy. After kill many familiars, she hold Madoka's hand and run together. I'm not alone anymore. They found a door. There is a shadow picture of a doll and a word chocolate flavor in the door. They entered the door. It's a witch's room. The room is filled with many cakes, poles, a long table and 2 long chairs. They found Mickey, Sayaka and Kyuubi who hiding behind giant donut. Sorry, we're late. Greet mommy to Sayaka. No, you arrived just in time. Sayaka said. Be careful, it comes, said Kyuubi. A strange like classic cartoon character's doll creature appeared and sit in one of the chair. Knowing that was her target, mommy break the chair with musket and punched the falling witch like a baseball. The witch hits the wall and received many shots from mommy. As it falls to the floor, mommy summoned ribbon to launch it into the air and summon a giant white bazooka. Pyro finale. She shouted as she fired the giant bazooka at it. She thought for sure that victory is in her hands. But suddenly, a giant worm-like monsters with clown's face and hungry expression burst from the doll's mouth at an incredible speed. It opened its jaws that fills with many sharp teeth, ready to eat mommy's head. Mommy couldn't move. Am I gonna die? Dynamic entry. Before mommy get eaten by the witch. A blonde hero jumping and kick the witch, knocking it away from her. The boy ready to uppercut the witch. Shoryuken. The uppercut send the witch flying. Woo, just in time. When mommy came to, she realized what just happened and what was about to happen to her. She looked at her savior and she's surprised. It's Uzumaki Naruto, the boy who saved her this morning. Naruto jogged to mommy to see her condition. Hey. Are you alright, mommy-san, Naruto shouted. Madoka and Sayaka ran to mommy to see her condition. Mommy's knees fall down. I almost died there. Said mommy. The image of that witch almost kill her make she unable to move. She lost her confidence. Naruto pat mommy's head, make mommy gasped. It's okay, you're safe now. Leave this witch to me, okay? Said Naruto with tender grin. Mommy's cheeks is red, tears falls down from her eyes. Naruto looked at Madoka and Sayaka. Madoka-san, Sayaka-san, please take her carefully. Madoka and Sayaka surprised. Wait, how did you know our name? Asked Sayaka, but Naruto not listen because he's already busy fighting the witch. Madoka looked at mommy worriedly, tried to comfort her. I'm sorry Kanam-san. I really not a person you should look up to, said mommy. She began to crying again. I thought I will death. It make me scared. I'm just a coward, said mommy. Suddenly, Madoka hugged mommy surprised with the gesture. I don't care about that. I'm just happy that you're alright. I don't want to lose you. Madoka said. Hearing that mommy cries loudly, she returning the hug tenderly. Seeing that, Sayaka wipe her tears, she relieved mommy is alright. Naruto punched the witch, send it flying. How was that? Said Naruto. But the witch still standing. Yer dazed, Naruto scratch his head, the witch flying to attack Naruto. Hey, maybe I need some backup. I know I said leave this to me, but this witch is tougher than I thought. Said Naruto while he punching the witch again. Mommy got her confidence back. She nodded, okay, she summoned many muskets and fired them to the witch while Naruto punching and kicking the witch. The witch roared in pain. Then Homura came and joined them. Hey, it's the transfer student. Sayaka said. Homura-chan, how did you get free? Madoka asked, referred to mommy's binding spell. She then guessed and looked up at Naruto. Was it him? Homura only nodded. She looked at Naruto who fight the witch. Hi, Homura-chan. You finally came. Want to back me up too? Naruto said. Homura didn't respond. She embarrassed with what Naruto call her, but she can hide it. She summoned a pistol and shot the witch rapidly. 5 minutes is already passed. Thought Naruto. He do the ninja hand sign victory burst. The glowing yellow flame aura appeared from Naruto's body. Madoka, mommy and Sayaka surprised seeing that except Homura who already seeing that before and Kyuubi who looked at Naruto with his emotionless red eye. Mommy-san, Homura-chan, let's finish this dude with tag team combo. Naruto said. Okay, let's do it. Mommy said, agreeing Naruto's suggestion. Homura not respond, but she likely not objected with Naruto's suggestion. Homura summoned a grenade and throw it at the witch's face, make the witch grit its teeth because of hurts. Mommy summoned a giant bazooka, she shouted Tyro finale. And the beam hit the witch belly. The witch is badly hurt but still moving. I'll end with this. Said Naruto, his yellow aura turned into black. There is black ball-shaped energy in his hands. Naruto looked at the witch with evil smile. Watch this is the power of Kakuryuha. Black dragon blast, black dragon wave, Naruto swing his hand like throwing a baseball. The ball change its shape like a burning black dragon. Jounsatsu Kakuryuha. Evil king death fire black dragon blast, the dark flame dragon flying and hit the witch. Boom. The flame from the dragon burned it to death, burned it to nothing but ashes, all that left from that witch was a grief seed. HMPH, pathetic weak thing Naruto said, mimicking a manga character. Madoka, mommy and Sayaka can't believe what just they see. Their mouth on surprise. They only ever saw that attack in shonen manga. Is that Hai? Sayaka said, still not believe what she saw. So strong, mommy said, admiring Naruto's special attack. With the death of the witch, the barriers cease to exist and they are returned to real world. Mommy and Homura transform back to their Matakahara girl's uniform. Naruto, take the grief seed. Here, it's yours. Naruto tossed the grief seed to mommy, who caught it. I don't need it. I'm not a magical girl after all. Thank you for saving me again. Mommy said, bowing gratefully. I owe you. Man, you were so cool there. You saved mommy-san before she eaten by that witch. Sayaka said, excited. And you used Kakuryuha. Bet you never expected like that to be happen, right Madoka? That's right, Sayaka-chan. Madoka replied. Naruto drew a smug face. Well, of course I was cool. I'm a hero after all. Ahahaha. Naruto's nose getting longer like Pinocchio. Mommy, Madoka, Homura, and Sayaka sweat dropped. I forget to ask, who are you? And why you know our name? Sayaka asked. Mommy and Madoka wants an explanation too. Naruto grinning, my name is Uzumaki Naruto. The demon fox Uzumaki Naruto, the strongest delinquent in Matakahara. Said Sayaka, disbelief, make Madoka and mommy surprised. Naruto scratched his head and sighing. Many people calling me that, but I'm not a delinquent. I just beat the punks who do the bad things. Naruto said. You don't look like a bad guy either, Naruto-kun. Madoka said. Mommy and Sayaka nodded, agreeing Madoka. Naruto smiling at the girls. Thanks. I can't tell you right now why I know your name. It's not the right time. All I just can say is I've been watching you all. Mommy, Madoka, and Sayaka blushed hearing what Naruto said. He watching us? They said in their thought. Naruto, who confused with their reaction, still continue his explanation. I don't know you believe me or not, but I just want to help you all. He said, then he asking a shake hands to the girls. So, you want to work together with me, to be my friend? Said Naruto with cherished smile. Friend, thought mommy, happily. She never asked to be friend with someone. Mommy, Sayaka, and Madoka nodded. Yeah, let's be friends, said all of them. Mommy's shaking Naruto's hand. She blushed a little when her hand touched Naruto's hand. His hand is so big and strong. Thought mommy. How about you, Homura-chan? Naruto said to Homura, but Homura was no longer with them. But the hey transfer student. Where the hell are you? Sayaka shouted. Looking where she goes. Kyuubi is not with us too, said Madoka worriedly. Naruto walked over and patted Sayaka and Madoka's back. Don't worry about her, she have her own problems and you have yours. And for the little Kyuubi, I think he can take care of himself. Naruto said, his tone changed to cold when he said Kyuubi's name. Well, began mommy as she clapped both of her hands together, I think it's time for some tea and desserts. I think I'll pass the desserts today. Sayaka groaned. I don't think I can look at another piece of cake after what just happened. I try to eat the cake in the labyrinth, it's taste horrible. Said Naruto. Make the others sweat dropped. And it's getting already late, said Madoka. Late? Said Naruto. It's like I forget something, he tried remembering. Sayaka running in the hospital's corridor. She stopped at the one of the hospital's room, knocking the door and entering the room. But there is no one in there. The two nurse who passed by saw her. Ara, want to visit Kamiju-kun? One of the nurse asking. Why yes. Sayaka said. Sorry, we still continued his medical checkup. Now he's in rehabilitation room. Said the nurse. Oh, it's that so, thank you. Sayaka said. Then she left the room. Amiju Kaisuke is Sayaka's friend and likely her love interest. He is a professional junior violist. But a terrible accident make his finger paralyzed. He cannot play a violin anymore forever. But Sayaka always cheers him. She always visited him and bring him a CD music. Sayaka enter the elevator and goes down. She drowned in her thought. Why Kaisuke? She look at her hand, whatever I move my fingers is not making a goodness. Why not me, but Kaisuke? She sighed. If my wish is for Kaisuke's recovered body, what will Kaisuke think? Is he will say thank you and just that, or I hoped more than that. The shadows covered Sayaka's half face. I'm truly a bad person. She said. If I remembered, I realized that I don't know anything of it. Behind the miracles and hope, there is a price for it. Welcome back, Naruto. Naruto, only wearing his pajamas and sleep hat, opened his eyes. All he saw is nothing but white color everywhere. Universe will. What's up? I want to give you two reward gift. A reward gift for saving Tamamami and a gift for cheer you because you're fired from your part-time job. Said the universe will. Why you know that I'm fired? Naruto laugh in sadness, feel down remembering when he fired because of his lateness. What can I do to survive my living now? Naruto said in comical tears. My, don't be sad Naruto. The first gift is, now you can do 2 special attack in victory burst mode. Naruto's eyes widened. Great. I can do a combination moves. He jumping happily. But it needs 10 minutes for cooling down now. It's a long time for waiting you know. Naruto said in disbelief, but to attack have a big chance to kill the witch easily. So that covered the weakness. Yes it is, so like I said before, I hope you to use it wisely. Said the universe will. And for the second gift, check your wallet. Naruto check his frog-shaped wallet. It's full of money. Naruto count the money. It's 100.000 yen. Hooray. Naruto jumping happily again. Thanks. You're welcome. I'll give you this too. A black glove appeared in front of Naruto. The glove? What is used for? Asked Naruto while picking the glove. You know it later, in the right time to use it. Bye Naruto. Until we meet again. Everything went blank. Naruto check his wallet after he wake up. His smile is getting larger knowing the money he received from Universe Will is real, then he looked at the black glove in the table and put it inside his school bag. Naruto ready go to school, he decide to not ride his bicycle Chidori and go walk to his school. He walks with relaxed pace while humming Adoru Ponpokulin. He suddenly stopped when he spot a girl with blonde hair and wearing Mitakahara middle school girl's uniform. It's Tomo Mommy. Osu. Good morning, Mommy-san. Greet Naruto. Mommy looked at the boy who greet him. Ah. Good morning, Naruto-kun. Mommy said in her sweet smile. You're going to school, too? Asked Naruto, Mommy response with nod. Want to walk together? My school is in the same way with your school. Yeah, sure. Said Mommy. Mommy walk in silent and Naruto walk with humming a song. She just know Naruto yesterday, he saves her life twice and become her friends after that. Naruto-kun, can I ask you something? Naruto's eyes looked at Mommy from the corner of his eyes. Sure, what is it? He said. That power you used for kill yesterday witch, are you a contractor too? Asked Mommy. No, I'm not magical boy. I'm not signing a contract with Kyuubi. Naruto told to Mommy. I can't tell you right now why I have this power. It's not the time yet. Mommy a little bit disappointed with Naruto's answer. She wants to know more about Naruto, but he keep it in secret like why Naruto knows her name too. But I can tell you my power's name. Said Naruto, then he poses like a transforming hero. It's the power based from friendship, effort and victory. The strongest power that never seen before. The power who can erase any evil and darkness. It's the power of J-Hero. He said it loudly, earning him some strange looks and whispers from the people and students who pass by. Realizing that, Naruto's face getting red and embarrassed. Mommy giggled seeing Naruto's pose and hearing the power's name. Hahaha, such a weird name. She said in small laugh. It's that weird. Naruto said, rubbing the back of his head in embarrassment. Naruto-kun, do you want to come to my apartment after school? Asked Mommy. Eh? Naruto looked at Mommy in question face. It's not just the two of us. There will be Kanam-san and Miki-san too. Mommy said with red face. Okay, I promise I will come. Naruto said with nice guy pose. Mommy nodded happily. After that, the two walks together in peaceful silence. Mommy looked at Naruto. Her cheeks getting red, a little smile can be spot in her lips. The school time's over in Konoha High School. Naruto walks left his school. He promised to meet Mommy and the others in front of Mitakahara Middle School to go together to Mommy's apartment. He walks with humming Doraemon's song. He stopped when he saw a white cat rabbit fox fusion-like creature with emotionless red eyes in front of him. It's Kyuubi. Hello Naruto. Greet Kyuubi. What do you want, Kyuubi? Naruto said coldly. I always watched your fight. I sense a great power within you. The power that might be enough to undo entropy. You have a contract with him, aren't you? Asked Kyuubi. He referring to Universe Will. So? I can make you stronger than now. If you make a contract with me and… Lamb. The gunshot makes Kyuubi's body tearing apart an instant. Naruto surprised a little seeing that. Then, Hamura and her magical girl state appear. That was useless. Another Kyuubi appeared and started to eat his other self-corpse. Naruto looked at that and want to puke. No, don't make a contract with him. Hamura said to Naruto. Don't listen anything he said, Yeah, I already know that. Naruto said to Hamura and then he looked at Kyuubi. The answer is no. Bye. He leaves Kyuubi behind. Hamura transform back and walks leaving Kyuubi too who only staring at them with a motionless face. Naruto and Hamura walks together, by the way, Hamura-chan, why you know the Kyuubi approaching me? Asked Naruto. It's just a coincidence. I was going to my home and saw you with Kyuubi. Explained Hamura coldly. Oh, it's that so? Naruto said. Want to go to Mommy-san's apartment with me? No. Hamura said as she walked away, leaving puzzled Naruto. Naruto looked at the skies that getting darker. Crap. I'm gonna late. Then he running like Road Runner. Naruto meets Mommy and Madoka in front of Mitakahara Middle School. Pant, sorry I'm late. Said Naruto, he exhausted after running. It's okay, Naruto-kun. We just came out from our school. Mommy said. Madoka giggled seeing exhausted Naruto. Naruto noticed something. Hey, where is Sayaka-san? He asked. Sayaka-chan goes to visit our friend Kamiju-kun in hospital. Explained Madoka. Kamiju? Asked Naruto. He remembered a certain boy who have same name in other city. His old friend. He is our classmates, a talented violist too. Madoka explained again. But an accident make he can't play violin anymore. He, paralyzed. Said Madoka in sad tone. Sayaka-chan always visiting him in hospital, give him CD music to cheer Kamiju-kun. Oh, is that so? Naruto said and smile. Well, Mommy clapped both of her hands, let's get going, shall we? Naruto, Mommy and Madoka walks together to Mommy's apartment. They walk with talking about anything popped into their minds like cakes, funny things and etc. What are you listening to? Asks Sayaka to Kaisu Kamiju who lying on hospital's bed and hearing music with headphones on CD player. She is in hospital right now, visiting Kaisuke. She always tried to be cheerful in front of him. Goldilocks said Kaisuke in monotone. Ah, Debussy. What a beautiful song isn't it? Sayaka said cheerful. There is no one expect me to listen to classic music. When they listen me shout the title of the song, they're surprised. They are really surprised and astonished to me. She keeps silent for a while. It's all because Kaisuke who telling me. If I am not listen to this kind of music, I will don't know anything about it. Sayaka Kaisuke called her. Yes. Sayaka, why you torturing me like this? Reply Kaisuke, his tone ever more soft and dull than before. Sayaka not understand what he say. He took the headphones out from his ear. Why are you still making me listen to music? Are you mocking me? But I thought you loved music. Don't give me that. Do you know the feels the person who can't play the music but only can listen it I. He cried. He smashed his hand on the glass covering the spinning disc and CD player. It cut his hand and blood flew all over the bed. Sayaka immediately grabbed his hand attempting to stop him. Seeing him do that makes Sayaka lost a cheerful composure as she starting sobbing quietly on his bed. It can't move anymore. Now, I can't even feel the pain anymore. All of the surgery. Sayaka tried to cheer Kaisuke. Don't give up. I'll believe something will happen. If you're not give up, someday. They told me to give up all hope. Kaisuke cut Sayaka's talk. Even my music teacher said stop playing music now. My hand never moved again, not without miracle or magic. It exists, Sayaka said in determined face. Kaisuke look at Sayaka, not understand what she's saying. Miracle, magic, all of them is exist. She look at silhouette of a certain small cat-like creature on the window. It's Kyuubi who's staring at them with emotionless expression. Sayaka knew what she had to do. Madoka was walking back towards her house from Mommy's apartment. She remembering her conversation with Mommy and Naruto back then in apartment. Hanam-san, are you still want to be a magical girls after what happened to me yesterday? Asked Mommy to Madoka. Naruto look at both of them with chewing cakes. Madoka's face turned to sad. I'm sorry, Mommy-san. I promised to fight by your side one day, but I just need to think about it more. Mommy only smiling and rub her neck, I don't blame you, Kanam-san. After what happened yesterday. Then she looking at Naruto who still eat the cakes. Her cheeks red, if Naruto-kun wasn't there to help me, maybe I'm not here today. Yeah, it's true. Madoka said with relieved smile. It's a hero's job after all, to help people in need. Naruto said while slurped a cup of tea, then he smiling cheerfully and pat Madoka's and Mommy's head. Besides, it's my duty to help and protect the magical girls and its candidates. Like I said yesterday, I just want to help you all. Madoka and Mommy blushing because of what Naruto do and said to them. Naruto only look at them with questioning face. Madoka's cheeks become red when remembering that. Why my heart is pounding so fast? Thought Madoka, then she shakes his head and no. It's not because of that her thought stopped when she seen one of her best friend, Hitomi Shizuki, walking in front of her. Hitomi-chan. Hitomi-chan. You know today there is she gasped seeing a mark in Hitomi's neck. It's a witch kiss. The person who have witch kiss mark will be the food for witch itself. Hitomi-chan. Hitomi-chan. Madoka shaking Hitomi's body. Ara, Kanam-san. How are you? Said Hitomi. What happened? Where you want to go? Asked Madoka. Where you ask? I want to go to a better place. Told Hitomi. Then she clapped both of her hand. That's right, you should come to Kanam-san. Yeah, it will be fun. Then she continued walking with Madoka following her. A bunch people with witch kiss mark like Hitomi appeared and walk in the same direction like Hitomi to the abandoned factory. I must call Mommy-san and Naruto-kun, Madoka said, but then she face-palmed herself. I forgot to add their numbers. They entered the abandoned factory. There are 3 people inside, one of them mumbling about his despair and failing with this factory. The factory door shut. One of the people carrying a bucket and 2 detergent softener and mix it. Madoka remembering what her mother said about the danger of mixing the detergent. They want to commit suicide with drinking the poisonous mixed detergent. No. Don't do that. Madoka run and take the bucket and then throw it outside the window. Knowing that, Hitomi and the rest of Witch Kiss victim, chasing Madoka like a zombie. Madoka run to the one of nearest door. She entered the door and locked it. Now she trapped in a room with many TV. What can I do now? Ake mist with strange voice suddenly appear, cornered Madoka. No, all of the TV turned on, a familiar shape like wooden angel doll creature appeared from TV and dragged Madoka. No, please. Somebody help. Madoka dragged inside TV to the witch labyrinth. Inside the labyrinth, there is no floor, Madoka floated in the air. There were distorted painting of carousel with television sets on the horses of carousel on the wall. The television's playing a scene where Madoka comforting mommy before she went fighting the witch from yesterday and images of what could be mommy's final moments if Naruto not save her. There is a scene where Naruto died hit by a truck when he tried to save a kid. What's this? Madoka saw the scene and it's horrified her. A group of familiars and a witch shaped like big set television appear. The group of familiars flying to Madoka, grab her limbs and stretching them with all their might as the witch television watched. Madoka screamed in pain. She closed her eyes. No. Ray gun. Blam. Blam. Scratch. Madoka opened her eyes. She saw her savior standing in front of him. It's Naruto, mommy, and Sayaka who become a magical girl. Naruto-kun, mommy-san, Sayaka-chan. Said Madoka, disbelief what she saw. Sayaka continued slice through the familiars the witch television throw at her with cutlass. She knocked the witch television upward and dashed herself upwards above the witch. It's over. She stabbed the witch, knocked it downward and killing it. Madoka and mommy watched it in awe, Naruto only smiling seeing that and give her thumbs up. The labyrinth around them disappeared as everyone found themselves outside the factory. Mommy, Sayaka, and Naruto ran up towards Madoka. Are you alright? Asked mommy worried about Madoka's condition. It's okay, I'm alright. Madoka said, then she looked at Sayaka. Sayaka-chan, your clothes. We just meet with Sayaka-san when we enter the labyrinth. Told Naruto to Madoka. Well, Sayaka said, embarrassingly ruffling the back of her head, Mommy-san and Naruto-kun were so cool, so I want to fight alongside them, you know. No, you are the cool one, Sayaka-san. You slashed the witch like the Taosai the man-slayer. Naruto said to Sayaka. Sayaka ruffed the back of her head again, no, Naruto-kun. You use ray gun. Sayaka cut her talk when she noticed someone behind her. It's Hamura. Oh Hamura-chan. Naruto said noticed her. You Hamura stares at Sayaka. You're late, transfer student. Sayaka said. Hamura only stares coldly at them. In the other place, in hospital, Kamiju Kaisuke woke up from his sleep. He feels something in his paralyzed hand. He tried to grip his hands. His eyes widened in disbelief, he can do that. He can feels and move his hand again. In the skyscraper over a city, a girl with long red hair and ponytail wore green sweaters, blue short jeans, and brown boots. She eating a crepes. I don't expect you to come here, Kayako. Kyuubi appeared from shadow. I came here because the place I was is not producing many witches. Said Kayako Sakura. From what I heard, the condition in the city sure has changed. Mommy still occupied the city. I also recently contracted with another magical girl. Kyuubi replied. Oh, is that so? So there is a veteran and rookie huh? Kayako said. There is an interesting boy too. He's not contracted with me, but he's sure having the strongest power that I ever seen. Kyuubi replied again. So, there is a first magical boy. Kayako said while swallowed her food. 10, she grinned. I don't like the idea of that boy and the rookie take over this good territory. What are you planning, Kayako? Simple. Just torture both of them until they surrender. Kayako said and grinning, especially that boy. Mommy-san, Madoka-san, Sayaka-san, you go home first. Naruto said to his friends. There is something I want to talk with Hamura-chan. Naruto-kun. I can't possibly leave you alone with her, she could hurt you. Mommy said worried. Don't worry, I already know her. Besides, do you think she can hurt me? I'm the strongest delinquent in Matakahara, the demon fox Uzumaki Naruto, UKNOW Tobeo, Naruto grinning. Mommy looked at him for moments before smiling and nodding. Let's go, Kanam-san, Miki-san. We should be home quickly. Mommy said to Madoka and Sayaka. Madoka and Sayaka feel unsure to left Naruto and Hamura, but they must go home now or their parents will worried. Naruto look at Mommy, Madoka and Sayaka that already leave him and Hamura alone, then he look at Hamura with serious look. Homura-chan, it's likely that you know something that I don't. I can sense that when you look at Sayaka-san. Is it the same case like Mommy-san, what you so call fate? Or you already know about the truth of magical girls? Homura replied. Yeah, I know who those become magical girls is risk turning into witches themselves. Naruto said while crossing his arm, when the soul gem is letting be darken, the magical girls will fall to despair and turn into a witch. Naruto's eyes widened, wait, do you mean, she will? Sayaka will fall into the magical girl's trap. She will fall into despair, her soul gem will darken, and she will turn into witch. Homura said still in cold emotionless tone, maybe you already saved mommy from her fate, but Sayaka is. I already said to you right when in the last labyrinth that I'll never give up to save everyone, even the chance is 0.0000001%. Naruto said to Homura, then he patting Homura's head, make her gasped in surprise, I'm not gonna let Sayaka-san fall to despair. I will protect you all. It's my promise as a hero and as a magical girl guardian. Homura blushed, then she walks leaving Naruto behind, do what you want and then she vanished. Naruto only scratched his head. Homura looking at Naruto in the not-so-far skyscraper building and Naruto not realized that. Her cheeks getting red, she hold her chest, she felt her heart beating fast. The next day in hospital, Sayaka visited Kamiju Kaisuke, so, you still can't leave hospital yet. Sayaka said to Kaisuke. The rehabilitation of my leg is still not complete, so before I can walk again, I can't leave hospital. Kaisuke replied, he looked at his recovered hand, I don't know why my hand can move again, so I must do another examination. So, how's your feels Kaisuke? Are you felt anything weird from your body? Sayaka asked. No. It makes me scared because it's not feels anything. It's like that accident is just a bad dream. Like Sayaka said, it's a miracle. Kaisuke said, and then his face turned to sad. What's wrong? Asked Sayaka, knowing his change of expression. I'm sorry Sayaka, I said many selfish things to you. I felt very guilty now. Kaisuke said while his head down. Don't mind that. What's more important is Kaisuke feels happy now. So don't use that sad face. Sayaka cheers to Kaisuke. Kaisuke chuckled, yeah, it's not the time for that. Sayaka looked at her watch, it's the time. Kaisuke, let's we go outside. Sayaka and Kaisuke using a wheelchair walks to the elevator. Sayaka push elevator's button with the destination to the hospital's rooftop. Is there something happen in the roof? Asked Kaisuke. You know it later. Sayaka replied. The elevator took them to the top of hospital. It's a hospital's recreation park, it have many beautiful flower. There are Kaisuke's parents and hospital staff who greet them with clapping hands. Kaisuke's eyes widened in surprise, everyone. An old man walks to Kaisuke, it's Kaisuke's father. You told me to dump this, but I can't do that. Kaisuke's father said. He gave Kaisuke a violin. Kaisuke took the violin from his father. He looks at violin, still felt unsure to play it or not. Try it. Don't be afraid. Kaisuke's father said. Kaisuke plays a beautiful song with the violin. All of the viewers stunned with his performance. He's not playing the violin awkwardly despite he not touched it for a long time. Sayaka felt happy now, she thought that there is no regret from her wish. Ayako watched Sayaka from a tower far from hospital. She watches with magic binocular while eating a waffle. So, that's the new magical girl, huh? Kayako said to a white creature behind her. Are you really planning something to Sayaka? Kyubi asked. Of course, she is easy to be killed. Kayako said with confident. She changes back the magic binocular to regular binocular with her soul gem. So what? Is there any problem with that? Their plan will not succeed. You forget that mommy still occupied this city, there is a boy I mentioned yesterday, and there is another magical girl too besides mommy. Kyubi said. Who is it? Asked Kayako. I don't really know much about her. Kyubi replied. Ha? What do you mean? Is she the magical girl that making a contract with you, isn't it? Kayako asked again. It can be said that, or isn't. Kyubi said, make Kayako more confused. She's in the top of your regular. I can't predict whatever she do. Is that so? What about the magical boy? Is he a worthy opponent too? Kayako asked. He have a bizarre yet strong power, he killed the witch with what you call special move. I remember he kill a witch with a moves named Sunlight Yellow Overdrive and Black Dragon Wave. Kyubi told. Like the magical girl I mentioned before, I can't predict him. I ever heard that move before, it's from a manga. Kayako said while eats the last bites of her waffle, isn't that good? So it will not boring. It will be interesting. She walks left Kyubi who only stares at her. Achoo. Naruto sneezing loudly while riding his bicycle, weird, I don't think I got flu today. Sayaka looked at mirror with smile on her face. She had just returned from hospital after hearing the violin performance of Kaisuke on hospital roof. Kyuubi also in her house, sit at one of the cushion in her room. Are you nervous? Kyuubi asked. Well, yeah, maybe. Sayaka replied, one mistake and it's done for. She walked outside her door house and was surprised to find two girls outside her house waiting for her. Mommy-san, Madoka. Miki-san, are you ready? Mommy asked. Yep, I'm ready to patrol for find a wicked witch. It's a hero's job after all. Sayaka said in confidence, with do the V sign to Mommy and Madoka. Please take care of me, Mommy-san. Mommy smiled. Please take care of me too. Mommy, Sayaka with Kyuubi in her shoulders and Madoka started walking to patrol for find witch labyrinth. Naruto is not coming with us? Asked Sayaka as they started walking. Naruto-kun said he must go to his new part-time job now, so he will catch up later. Madoka replied. Is that so? Sayaka said, man, he's still a year 1 high school student but he do a part-time job. He's not enjoying his youthful days. Isn't that good? He do a part-time job in his age, he can. Mommy's reply interrupted with the presence of the witch, we're here. Mommy-san is right, I can feel it too. Sayaka added. They were in front of a small passageway between two buildings. Sayaka opened the labyrinth. When it opened, they greeted with cheerful visuals around them. This labyrinth border maybe is not witches, it is familiars. Told Kyuubi. That's not mean it will be easier. I still a rookie, you know. Sayaka said. Don't be pessimistic, Miki-san. Mommy said. I know. They continued to walk through the labyrinth and it wasn't long to find what they seek. A familiar shape like a kindergarten children draws appear with screech voice, make the girls surprised. It wants to flee. Madoka screamed. Leave this to me. Sayaka said as she transformed to her magical girl state with blue and white outfit with white cape. Mommy let Sayaka fight the familiar alone because it's good for her training. Sayaka summoned many cutlasses and she threw the cutlasses to the familiar without mercy. She threw cutlass after cutlass at the familiar who let out a screeching noise. But another weapon appeared blocking Sayaka's cutlasses as it to defend the familiars. The weapon is a spear with chain that likely can curved around. Everyone noticed this and shocked to see another magical girl drop down and land on one of fallen cutlasses. It's Kayako Sakura. Hold up there, what the hell are you doing? Kayako asked, pointing her fingers at Sayaka. The familiars escaped and the labyrinth is vanished. The familiars getting away. Sayaka cried out. She ran over to go after the familiars but was stopped as Kayako's spear suddenly extended and stopped near Sayaka's neck. Are you blind? It's not a witch, it's just a familiars. You weren't going to get any grief seeds out of it. Ain't that right, senpai? Kayako grinned. Who is she called senpai? It's been a while. Isn't that impolite to leaving your own territory, Sakura-san? Mommy asked. Madoka and Sayaka turned to look at Mommy in a shock. Is she your friend? Madoka asked. She was a friend of mine. Mommy replied, frowning. She knows Kayako Sakura very well. But some events change her. But if we let it go, someone will die. Sayaka shout. You must let the familiars eat around 4 or 5 people. Then it'll become a witch and you'll get a grief seed out of it. Kayako said as she bite a fish-shaped biscuit. Witch and familiars attack innocent people, are you wanted to sacrifice them? Sayaka shot back at Kayako. It's likely there is some mistaking here. Do you ever hear about food chain kid? Kayako said as she slowly walked to Sayaka. Witches eat weak humans and in turn, we eat the witches. It's obvious right? A bunch of red diamonds appeared in front of Mommy and Madoka, dividing them from Sayaka. Is that Mommy shocked with the appearing of the diamond? Tell me, you make a contract with him, is to become a hero of justice. Kayako mocked at Sayaka. If that's true, what's your problem? Sayaka shouted and swung her cutlass at Kayako, but she parried it with her spear. It pissed me off, with you thinking this is some kind of game. Kayako replied, knocking Sayaka with her spear, causing Sayaka to fly back and hit a pipe on the wall. The pipe broke and water spilled over Sayaka as Madoka and Mommy called out her in worry. It's too soon to fight me now, rookie. Kayako said as she began to leave the lying Sayaka. But she stopped as Sayaka get up, weird, it takes 3 months to recovering from my attack. Sayaka's wishes for healed someone. So she possessed healing magic and healed quickly than normal people. Kyuubi said. The fight is more intense. The two magical girls went each other with their weapons, faster and faster. Madoka hated seeing this with Mommy. Why they fight each other? They weren't witch, they should be allies. Madoka cried. It can't be helped, they're not understand each other. Mommy replied. Sakura-san is used to be have a kind heart but it was changed when Mommy cut herself as the fight is more intense than before. Not bad for a rookie. Did you learn that from Mommy, the senpai that you're so proud of? Kayako said as she charged forward with her spear. Sayaka evaded the spear with jumping to the wall. Mommy-san is not like your kind. Sayaka said as she prepared to attacking back, you're just all cold and calculating. You don't care about other people's lives. Magical girls like you are no match for magical girls like us. Sayaka dashed to stab Kayako with her cutlass. But the chain turned like a whip and wrapped Sayaka's body and she threw Sayaka to the wall. Then Kayako take one of the Sayaka's fallen cutlasses and threw at Sayaka. It stabbed Sayaka's cape in the wall, make her unable to move. I just don't get you. Fighting for someone else's sake, that's not worth a penny. Kayako said as she prepared to stab Sayaka with her spear. Then she dashed to stab, if you're the kind of idiot who doesn't understand that, I guess I'll have to beat that concept in your body. Mommy was about to transform and save her cowhide, but then she stopped when she saw a girl and a boy moving over them. The girl is blocking Kayako's attack with gunshot and the boy is carried Sayaka in bridal way. It's Hamura and Naruto. Naruto-kun, Hamura-chan. Madoka said in disbelief. Yo, sorry I'm late. Naruto said as he's still carrying Sayaka. Ayako surprised with the sudden appearance of Hamura and Naruto and she felt very angry because Hamura interfering her fight. Why you do that you bitch? Kayako shouted as she tried to attack Hamura but suddenly she appearing behind Kayako without anyone noticed that. Kayako surprised when she saw Hamura behind her, oh, so you're who he said irregular. Because of your weird magic Kayako said, grinning. Sayaka-chan. Madoka cried as the diamond barrier disappeared allowing her and mommy run over to Sayaka, who's still carried by Naruto. Are you okay? I am okay, Madoka. And Naruto, why you can put me down? Sayaka said in nervous because Naruto carrying her in bridal way. Her face turns red. Ah sorry, Sayaka-san. Naruto said as he put Sayaka down. And no, it's okay, no problem. Sayaka said. Her face is still red. Ayako looking at Naruto, I never thought that the demon fox is the magical boy who he talks about. Kayako said make Naruto turns his gaze to her. Kayako knows his reputation. But, a weak school's delinquent is not in the same league with magical girls. It's just an eyesore for me. Prick. A thick mark appear in Naruto's forehead. He doesn't like to be called weak by younger people than him, especially a girl, hello. Could you say that again? More slowly. In a language I understand Naruto said, mocking Kayako with mimicking deaf man. Then he shouted with pointing at Kayako, depending on what you said, I may have to kick your ass. Kayako smiling but get a little bit angry with Naruto's mock. Try it if you can. She said as she dashed to attack Naruto with her spear, but Naruto evaded easily. Kayako surprised with that, but she's still attacking without giving Naruto a chance to attack back and just evading. Suddenly, Naruto grabbed Kayako's spear and stopped her attacks. Kayako and the others surprised, how can he grab the spear easily? How you can? TCH, TCH, TCH. I already got in any fights, you know, and that's not the only one. Naruto said as he pushed the spear make Kayako jump backward. Then he runs to attack Kayako, Sakura Kayako. Your next line is how did you know my name? Kayako dashing prepared to attack Naruto too, how did you know my name? Ack. She noticed. And her reaction make her stop her attack. That was one of my special tricks that always succeed. Although it's useless when I fight the witch. Naruto said as he jumped and prepared to kick from the air, rider kick. Kayako blocked his attack with her spear, but the kick's effect sent her fly back. She almost hit the wall, but she can evade it with stepping the wall like ninja. Kayako is full with anger and spirit to fight back. But suddenly she cooled down. Noticed that, Naruto stopped his fighting stance. TCH, you're strong enough demon fox. Kayako said. Then she pointed Naruto with her spear, about why you know my name, it doesn't matter now. But remember this, you're number one of my list. Next time we meet, I'm gonna beat you for real. After said that, Kayako wall jumped leaving the area. Hey wait. We still have Sayaka trying to stop Kayako to unsettle their unfinished fight, but Kayako already vanished. Sayaka clenched her fist. She remembering what Kayako said to her, it makes her angry. Huh, bloody red habanero. Naruto grumbled, he don't want to believe that Kayako is one of the magical girls he must help. He doesn't like her attitude. Whatever. Everyone, let's go to Ichiraku Ramen. I'll treat you all. Sayaka's face turned from angry to happy, really, thank you Naruto. Madoka and mommy sighed, relieved that Sayaka is alright. Hamura-chan, do you want to? Naruto can't find Hamura anywhere, she's already vanished. Naruto only scratched his head. Yeah, she only cared about Madoka's safety after all. Nezumeta Kokoro ha Hashirita Shita Mirai wo Agaku Tame. Yuzakashi Michida Tachidamat Mizora ha. The next day, in a game arcade, a girl was playing Dance Dance Revolution. It's Kayako Sakura. Suddenly, she noticed someone behind her. Yo. What do you want? Asked Kayako without looking at the person behind her, she's still focused on game. I just want to talk, Kayako Sakura. The person is Hamura. Ayako's eyes widened in surprise because Hamura know her name. But she can keep her cool and still focused on game. Why you know my name too? Haven't I met you somewhere before? Kayako asked. Maybe you have or maybe you haven't, Hamura said in her usual emotionless tone. I want you to protect the city. What do you mean? Kayako asked. You're the most suitable person to be a magical girl in the city. Unlike Miki Sayaka, she's not qualified. Hamura replied. What about mommy and that stupid demon fox? Kayako asked again. Hamura clenched her fist and grit her teeth, somehow she doesn't like when Kayako called Naruto the demon fox. Like I said, you're the most suitable person. And Uzumaki Naruto is not involved with this. Hamura said, making sure not to change her cold emotionless tone. Make sure you settle things with Miki Sayaka as peacefully as possible and stay away from her. I will handle her. You know, there is something weird about you. Kayako said as she turned her head to Hamura. Who exactly are you? And what you really want? In 2 weeks, Wolperjiznicht will descend down on the city. Hamura replied. How did you know? Kayako asked while trying to still focus on the game. It's my secret. Hamura replied. If Wolperjiznicht defeated, I'll leave the city and you can take all the spoils of the battle. Wolperjiznicht, huh? Fight it alone is exactly a suicide. But if we fight it as a team, maybe we can win. Kayako said as she finished the DDR game with perfect score. Then she offered a pack of Pocky Stick to Hamura. Want some? Special beam cannon. Pyro finale. The witch that's shaped like a giant 8-bit centipede is destroyed by a combination attack of Naruto and Mommy. The team does a high five while the labyrinth that looks like 8-bit space-themed game change back to an abandoned house. Naruto-kun, I forget to say this. Thank you for assist me today even though you're still busy with your part-time job. Mommy said as she taking the grief seed and put it to her soul gem. Naruto scratching his head, don't mention it, Mommy-san. It's what? Well, looks like I found the Namekian Demon King and the Queen of Moon. A voice interrupted the conversation. Naruto and Mommy turned their gaze to Kayako Sakura who's standing behind them. Huh? Where is Miki Sayaka? Did she desert you guys already? Who's you called Namekian, you gorilla girl? Naruto shouted to Kayako angrily. Who's you called gorilla girl, you bean sprout? Kayako angrily shot back. Then they shot many bad words to each other. Goodness, what a greeting, Sakura-san. Mommy cut the bad words war. My humblest apologies, but Miki-san wouldn't do such a thing like that. Unlike you. Ayako grit her teeth hearing Mommy's mocking. What about you? Is Akemi-san not with you? I had heard from Kyuubi that you working together with her. Mommy said again. Eh? With Hamura-chan? Naruto asked. Ha. It's kind of disgusting when you called her with Chan. Kayako replied. Hell if I know where she is. Besides, what do you care about how I'm doing? Such an attitude, you really have changed. Mommy said as she remembering her past when she worked together with Kayako. Sakura-san, you're welcome to remain in the city, but I will not permit you continue to provoke Miki-san or Naruto-kun like this. Let's go, Naruto-kun. Mommy said as she left Kayako. Naruto looked at Kayako for a moment and then he sighed, yer days. He follows Mommy after that. Kayako stares at Naruto and Mommy with unhappy face. It's not good. Too much time has passed. The trace has already vanished yesterday. Okay. In the same evening, Sayaka and Madoka were in the same area where Kayako and Sayaka fought from yesterday. Sayaka wants to find the familiars that Kayako let get away. But the familiar's trace is not longer in the area. Sayaka-chan, don't you think we will meet the girl from yesterday if we keep on finding witch like this? Madoka suddenly asked, make Sayaka turn her gaze to Madoka. Yeah, that will happen sooner or later. Sayaka replied. If we do, shouldn't you make up with her beforehand? Madoka asked with worried expression on her face. She's hated seeing her friend is fighting with someone that should be her allies. If not, maybe you will fight again like yesterday. A fight? You think that was just a fight, Madoka? Sayaka asked in tone that Madoka never heard her use before. The truth is that was a dead or alive fight. We can't agreeing each other and we'll be always confronting each other. But it could be worse if you. And you suggest me to make up with her? Don't talk like an idiot. Sayaka shot back angrily. She let a familiar get away so it could kill innocent people just for a grief seed. How can we agreeing each other? Is Sayaka-chan become a magical girl to defeat all witches, isn't it? She's not a witch but a magical girl too. Madoka said. Her methods may be different but you can be friends with her if you try to get along with her. And there is Hamura-chan too. That's impossible. Sayaka yelled at Madoka. Listen Madoka, I didn't become a magical girl just so I could defeat a witches. I become a magical girl so I could protect those I loved. If there are humans out there that are worse than witches, I take them down too. Even if they are magical girls. Sayaka left Madoka alone with Kyuubi. As Sayaka-chan Madoka crying heard what Sayaka said to her. "Kyuubi, can you said something to her?" "All I can say is she's too reckless." Kyuubi replied. With her power right now, she can't win against Akemi Hamura or Sakura Kayako. But Sayaka ignored it. The next day at evening, Sayaka visited Kaisuke at hospital. But when she entered Kaisuke's room, the room is empty. "Ara, Kamiju-san is already checked out yesterday." A passerby nurse replied. Sayaka looked at the nurse with questioning look. "Because the rehabilitation is doing well, he can going home." "Is that so?" Sayaka said, she a little bit disappointed because Kaisuke not telling her that he is already checked out from hospital. When Sayaka walks left the hospital, she suddenly stopped her walks when she felt someone following her. It's Kayako Sakura. "What do you want?" Sayaka asked coldly. "Just want to talk with you, rookie." Kayako replied with grin. "Hajime no Chuu, Kimi to Chuu, I will give you all my love." Naruto singing Hajime no Chuu while riding his bicycle. Mommy just chuckled hearing Naruto sing. Naruto took mommy home with his bike after their hunting witches together. "What a tough opponent we had today," Naruto said to mommy. "It's shame that Madoka-san and Sayaka-san can't come with us." "Yeah," mommy replied with sad expression on her face. Yesterday, Madoka telling mommy about Sayaka without Naruto knows that. Maybe they're. "Mommy-san." Suddenly Madoka's voice rang through mommy's mind. "It's Sayaka-chan, she's in trouble." "What's going on?" Mommy telepathically replied back. "She's getting into a fight with Kayako-san again. They're on the highway bridge near Sayaka-chan's house. Please hurry." Madoka replied, her voice is more panicked than before. "Naruto-kun. Miki-san is getting into a fight with Sakura-san again." Mommy said panic. Naruto's eyes widened. "What? Where are they?" "They're in the highway bridge near Miki-san's house." Mommy replied, "I can show the way, please hurry." "Roger." Naruto replied as he pedals his bicycle very fast. "I can see the bridge, mommy-san. I can see Madoka-san and the others too," Naruto said as he looked closer. The expression of his face quickly became shocked along with mommy as they saw what's going on. Sayaka was lying on the ground like death body. Madoka was over her body trembling and sobbing. Kayako is grabbing Kyuubi's neck angrily. Naruto and mommy get off from the bicycle as soon as they arrived on the scene. Naruto grabbed Kayako's collar. "What happened here, Kayako? Did you kill?" "She did not kill anyone, Naruto." Kyuubi replied. "It's because Madoka threw Sayaka's soul gem off of the bridge. A truck came along and it fell on it." Naruto's eyes widened hearing that as he loosed his grip on Kayako. "I was just telling them here what happens when your soul gem is more than 100 meters away from body. Maybe he already tell you what will happen, right?" Kyuubi said as he stared at Naruto. What are you talking about, Kyuubi?" Mommy replied, worried. "What happened when we lose our soul gems?" "Mommy-san. When you made the contract, he took your soul out of your body and put it into your soul gem. So it can be said, your soul gem is the real you," Naruto said softly. What, Kyuubi? Why you didn't tell me that?" Mommy shouted at Kyuubi. "Because you never asked." Kyuubi replied bluntly. Kayako tightened her grip on him. "Never asked? You're saying the reason you didn't tell why you changed us into zombie is because we never asked?" Kayako shouted at him. "You rarely have an accident like this." Kyuubi replied. "I can't let you fight with fragile body like normal humans. So I put your soul into a compact forms so you can fight the witches easier. Is it more practice?" "And no, I don't believe this," Mommy replied in trembling. "And you knew about this too, Naruto-kun. Why you didn't tell me? It's basically I'm dead right now." Mommy shouted as Hamura appeared with Sayaka's soul gem. Naruto can't do anything seeing the girls in emotional wreck state. He just felt guilty because he not telling the girls earlier. "Universe will, what should I do now?" Naruto nodded. "Yeah, I thought they would find out eventually, but I didn't expect for them to all find out at once," Naruto said. "They shocked when they find out the truth about their souls. Mommy-san, Madoka-san and Sayaka-san not saying any words when I taking them home. Probably they get angry to me because I don't tell them the truth," Naruto said again in sad expression. "So what are you going to do?" Universe will asked. "I will talk to them tomorrow. I want to convince them that their soul will always with them no matter what," Naruto replied. "But I'm not going to tell them the other truth for now." "The other truth, huh?" Universe will said. "Naruto, the truth is, I take you here because I want to tell you something." "Something? What is it?" Naruto asked. "Maybe you don't like this, but I must tell you no matter what," Universe will replied. "It's about." "What?" Naruto's eyes widened in surprised. The next day in the rooftop of Mitakahara Middle School, Naruto meets with Mommy and Madoka. Naruto can enter Mitakahara Middle School as a visitor. "Sayaka-san is not here?" Naruto asked to begin the conversation. She's not come to school today. Maybe she's still shocked because of yesterday's incident. Madoka replied with sad tone. About that incident, I'm sorry for not telling you all. Naruto said while bowing. I just don't want to make you all worried. I'm sorry. Mommy looked at Naruto for a moment. No, it's okay Naruto-kun. Mommy replied with sad smile. I just realized that this is one of the consequences from became a magical girl. So you are regretting for making a contract and became a magical girl, Mommy-san? Naruto asked. I'm not regretting that Naruto-kun. Back then, I have no other choice to become a magical girl. Mommy said as she remembering the accident that killed her parents and will kill her if she's not making contract with Kyuubi. What I regret is now I know that I'm not human anymore. The one thing that I've tried to avoid is happened from start. I'm just a walking dead body right now. I'm a monster, Mommy said as tears fall from her eyes. She tried to maintain her composure, but she can't. Madoka is crying too. It's not true, Mommy-san. Naruto suddenly make the others turn their face to Naruto. I'm sure your soul is always with you no matter what. Naruto said as he pats Mommy's head. You're not a monster, you're a magical girls who protect the hope of the world. Don't go thinking any crazy thoughts like that and remember, I will always protect you. Mommy cheeks blushed when hearing what Naruto said. She looked at Naruto for a second and then she nodded. Thank you, Naruto-kun. I'm not going thinking any more crazy thoughts again. Mommy replied, wiping the tears away from her. No, don't thank me. It's my fault for not telling you too earlier. Naruto said as he scratched his head. I'm glad that you're our friends Naruto-kun. Madoka said smiling. Naruto looked at Madoka and Mommy with sad face. I'm sorry Mommy-san, Madoka-san. Actually, I still keep another truth from you. But I don't want to make you worried again. I'm sorry. In the afternoon after school, Naruto and Mommy went to Sayaka's apartment to check her condition. Madoka can't come with them because she had something to do although she really worried about Sayaka's condition. They arrived at Sayaka's apartment but they saw someone that they didn't expect to see was eating apples out of the bag. It's Kayako Sakura. Sakura-san Mommy uttered, frowning softly. She thought the Kayako will pick a fight with Sayaka again. Oh hey, you guys. Kayako replied, with much less spunk and enthusiasm as usual, while Sayaka walked outside the doors. The look on Sayaka's face was nothing sort of unenthusiastic. But the emotion changed to surprised when she saw Naruto, Mommy and Kayako in front of her apartment, especially Kayako who have nerve to come to her house. Perfect. I want to talk to you all, and I want to show something. Kayako said as she walked off. Mommy, Sayaka and Naruto still in doubt, but they choose to walk up follow her. They walked at the line of the park's forest. So, what do you want to talk about? Or you just want another fight? Naruto asked to Kayako. Sorry. I'm not interested in a fight today, so let's settle this in my Sega Dreamcast alright? It's not about that, you jerk. Kayako shot angrily and then she calmed down. So I guess you guys are really regretting making the contract, huh? She spoke to them. Sayaka expression is emotionless like she don't care what Kayako said while Mommy just looked sympathetic. Naruto just looked at Kayako with normal expression. You know, about you became a zombie. It must be bothering you right? I was at first bothered by that truth. Mommy replied. But because of many circumstances and because of my good friends, I have no rooms for regrets now. Mommy said as a slight of blush appeared on her face. She remembered Naruto's word. Sayaka remained silent. I don't have regrets since I'm not a magical girl. Naruto said, make the girl's sweat dropped. So, looks like I'm not alone regarding that. Kayako said smiling. I'm not regretting that because I can do anything I like with this power. You got what you paid for Sayaka cut with emotionless tone. Mommy was really unnerved by how emotionless her tone sounded. Yeah, it can be said that. Kayako replied. I'm not blaming anyone for what happened to me. It's my own fault, but I'm not regretting that. When you think like that, there is no problem that bothering you anymore. Sayaka and Naruto are not saying anything when hearing that. Mommy want to spoke up, but she holds it as they already arrived at an abandoned church. Kayako walks at the front door of church and kicked the front door down. Naruto chuckled seeing that. Hey gorilla girl, ever heard the right way of entering a building? Shut up, bean sprout. Kayako replied as they walked inside. It's kind of creepy and had unsettling feeling inside of the abandoned church. They walked over wooden planks up a huge wide set of stairs. What do you want? Why you bring us to this place? Sayaka asked with grunt. It will going to be a long conversation. Kayako said as she reached the bag of apples and tossed one to each of them. Want some? Mommy and Naruto accept the apple. Thanks, but I prefer ramen. Naruto said as he ate the apple. Kayako only looked at Naruto with annoyed expression. Sayaka threw the apple away. Noticing that, Kayako grabbed Sayaka's neck. Don't waste a food or I'll kill you. Kayako said angrily, and the grab is more tight. Sakura-san. Mommy surprised with what Kayako do to Sayaka. Naruto surprised too. Ayako immediately back to her sense and released her grip on Sayaka's neck. Mommy and Naruto quickly check Sayaka's condition. Man, what the hell is that? Naruto said. Sakura-san despised people who wasted a food. Mommy said remembering Kayako's love for food. Ayako put the apple that Sayaka's threw, she cleaned it with her clothes and put it back on the bag of apples. You know, this place was my dad's church. She tells them the story about her life. How her father make a new doctrine for his church. How people treat it like a devil cult, how it forced her family to a point when they had nothing to eat and starved, how she changed it all with her wish, how her father found out the truth and went crazy, killed Kayako's entire family before kill himself, only left her as survivor. Mommy knew the story well. Her body is trembling, she struggled holding her tears as she remembered when it all happened and how Kayako changed that day. Naruto just remembered years ago he read a newspaper that had news of a burned church that killed 3 people. Back then he don't know that is Kayako's family. I wish destroyed everyone in my family. Kayako said. Making a selfish wish without thinking other people wanted will only make a disaster. Because of that I decide to not use this magic for anyone other than myself. I only use my magic for my own sake. If you wish for hope, you're gonna get despair along with it. It's how everything stays in balance in the universe. Why you tell us all of this? Sayaka said still in a motionless tone. Ayako looked at Sayaka. I brought you here because you guys should join me and do whatever you want. Especially you Miki Sayaka, you do the same mistake like I did. Sakura-san, that's mommy was about to tell her that it wasn't her fault, but Sayaka interrupted. Maybe I was wrong about you, so I'm sorry for that. Sayaka said still in a motionless tone. But, I don't regret my wish at all. I'm not regrets it in order to never making a fake feelings, never. What are you Kayako want to ask, but Sayaka interrupted. I'm going to use this power for kindness. Continue fighting for justice as a magical girl. I can't accept your offer. I'll do it in my own way. Sayaka said as she walked off left the church. Kayako is not happy hearing that. You fool. We're magical girls, right? There are no normal people that would understand us. Kayako shot angrily. Sayaka stopped her walk. I still continued this war with my own way. If you bothered by that, go ahead, try to kill me. I'm not gonna lose and I'm not gonna have a grudge on you. Miki-san mommy called out Sayaka. I'm gonna rest today. We can fight a witch tomorrow, alright Naruto? Mommy-san. Sayaka asked. Naruto just nodded at her as she walked off left the church. Kayako cursed at her, she's still screaming to convince her. Leave her alone for now, Kayako. Naruto said as he tapped Kayako's shoulder, then he remembered that mommy told him about Sayaka's wish. Sayaka-san just doesn't know what exactly she's doing. Sayaka-san wants to love that friend of hers and she thinks that she fight for justice. She's stuck in the 2 paths that going to lead her in the nowhere. Kayako sighed, she continued eat the apples. You know, Kayako. You said that nobody will understand you because you're magical girl. Naruto said make Kayako turn her gaze to him. Well, I understand you all. I'm a magical girl guardian after all. What do you mean? Kayako asked as she looked at Naruto with confused look. I mean, you're not alone. You have me as a magical girl guardian. Naruto replied with smirk. If you need my help, just come find me. Okay. Kayako's face blushed hearing that. It's the first time a boy say a thing like that to her. Why you fool. I don't need your help, why you bean sprout. She said as she pouted. Naruto only smiling hearing that. If you said so, then that's okay. Come on mommy-san, let's leave. Naruto and mommy walked off leaving the church. But mommy stopped, turned around and looking at Kayako. Mommy smiling gently and bowing at her. Then she walks again. Kayako took another bite of the apple and smiled. Geez, this guy is a moron. But I'm not hate a moron like that. Kayako said to herself. And she blushed again. But it's not like I like it either. The next morning, Sayaka walks to the school alone. But she suddenly stopped when she hears someone called her. Sayaka-chan, good morning. Madoka greets Sayaka. Good morning, Sayaka-san. Hitomi greet her too. Morning. Sayaka replied nervously and Madoka noticed that. What's wrong with you, yesterday? Hitomi asked as they began to walk. I just got a little fever. Sayaka replied. Sayaka-chan, Madoka said worriedly. It's okay. I'm felt better now. Do not worry, okay? Sayaka replied via telepathy. Madoka smiled relieved. Sayaka continued her conversation, for now, let's we. Sayaka suddenly stopped her conversation when she saw Kamiju Kaisu who walks to school with a stick. Kamiju-kun is already out from hospital, isn't it? Hitomi said when she saw Kamiju too. Sayaka only looked at him with sad expression. Madoka noticed that. Why you not greet him, Sayaka-chan? Madoka said as she tapped Sayaka's shoulder. It's no need to do that. Sayaka replied nervously. Hitomi looked at Sayaka with serious expression. Sayaka-san, can I talk with you after school? Just both of us? Madoka looked at Hitomi with questioning expression. Sayaka replied. Sure, why not? In the night, Naruto, Mommy and Madoka went to go Sayaka's apartment for their scheduled witch hunt. They waited in the front door of apartment. Sayaka walked off from the apartment with Kyuubi behind her. Naruto, Mommy-san and Madoka. Sayaka said as she noticed the three who waited her. Yo. Naruto greet. It's the time for witch hunting. Let's do our best today, Miki-san. Mommy added. Sayaka looked at her friends. Her body began to trembling. Naruto, Madoka and Mommy noticed that. What's wrong, Sayaka-san? Madoka asked worriedly. Why? Why you all it's so nice to me? Sayaka said as tears falls from her eyes. I just an unimportant person, you know. It's not true, Madoka replied. I just start to regret my wish today. Just a moment ago, I thought that if I never save Hitomi that day. Sayaka said in tears. Who's Hitomi? Naruto asked. Hitomi is Kanam-san and Miki-san's friend. We saved her and Madoka and Sayaka became a magical girls that day too. Mommy replied. I'm not fitting as a hero of justice. I'm not fitting to work together with Naruto and Mommy-san. Sayaka said as her crying is getting louder. Naruto spontaneously hugged Sayaka because he can stand seeing Sayaka like that. Hitomi will take away Kyosuke from me and I can't do anything. Because I already death. I'm a zombie. I can't hug him with a body like this. I can't kiss him. Sayaka's crying getting louder and louder. Naruto can't say anything but can only feel her sadness. He hugs Sayaka more tightly. Mommy and Madoka is crying too, feeling her sadness. Kyuubi only stares at them with a motionless expression. Sayaka began to calm herself after crying for a while. Naruto. Sayaka spoke up. Naruto still hugs her. Yeah? Naruto replied. Naruto, your smell. You not taking a bath today, do you? Sayaka said again. Naruto's face getting red because of felt ashamed. Sorry. He said as he released the hug. Madoka and Mommy chuckled a bit. Thank you, I'm sorry for that, Sayaka said as she wiping her tears. Sayaka-chan, Madoka said worriedly. It's okay, Madoka. I'm feel better now. Sayaka replied. Madoka, Naruto and Mommy still felt uncertain about Sayaka's condition. Come on. Let's we hunt the witch. They arrived in the witch labyrinth that located in the construction area. The witch is shaped like a dark silhouette of woman with a plant power, like poison ivy in Batman or Ueki and Law of Ueki. It went well, but something happened. Sayaka going brutal, she stabbed the witch without mercy. She's ignoring the witch attack and the wound of her body. It's right. I can't feel the pain. I am a monster, 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 monster. Sayaka screamed as she smacked the witch with her cutlass. Sayaka-san. Get a grip. Naruto said to Sayaka. He can't believe Sayaka can go crazy like that. Madoka and Mommy look at in horror. Kayako appear and fight the witch too. You idiot. What are you doing? Kayako said as she stabbed the witch with her spear. Sayaka pushed Kayako away. Get away. I can do this alone. She said as she began to smack the witch and laughing like a maniac. Please, stop. Sayaka-chan, Madoka said as tears falls in her cheeks. Naruto grit his teeth. Shit. I can't take it anymore. Victory burst. He ran to the Sayaka, pull her coat to make her away from her witch. Rikiri. He stabbed the witch with the electricity in his hand and killed it. The witch labyrinth is disappear and become to a normal construction site. Madoka and Mommy ran to Sayaka to check her condition. Miki-san, are you all? Sayaka? Naruto shouted. He was getting angry. Sayaka and the others surprised with that. Why you do a reckless thing like that? It will put you and your friends in danger. Do you want to saw them death because of your reckless? Naruto shout again. Sayaka's body is shaking, she never saw and heard Naruto angry like that before. Naruto began to calm down. Listen, Sayaka-san. Hey. Naruto shouted as he saw Sayaka ran off left them. Where the hell you're going? Madoka looks at the direction where Sayaka ran off in tears. Sayaka-chan. Sayaka sat on the bench of a bus stop with a shelter. The shelter covered her from rains. She felt very exhausted that sitting up straight is difficult for her. She even didn't notice that Madoka and Mommy is standing in front of her. Madoka helped her exhausted friend sit up and let her lean on her shoulder. Sayaka-chan, why you suddenly ran left us like that? Madoka asked as softly as she can. Sayaka turned her head to Madoka and looked at her with cold emotionless eyes. I guess I was scared seeing Naruto's anger at me. He hates me, Sayaka replied with cold tone. Madoka and Mommy had never seen Sayaka act so cold and distant before. Miki-san, Naruto wasn't angry at you. He just doesn't like the way you fight back then. Mommy said, tried to comfort Sayaka. It hurts to seeing you fight like that. Please, never fight like that again. A tears falls from Mommy's eyes. She afraid and don't want her friend to change, she don't want to lose a friend of her. If I'm not fight like that, I can't win. I'm not talented like you. Sayaka replied, still in cold tone. But Sayaka-chan, it doesn't mean anything to you if you win with the way you fight like that. Madoka said desperately. What do you mean with doesn't mean anything to me? Sayaka said as she got up from the seat. Madoka and Mommy confused with Sayaka's words. Then Sayaka showed her soul gem to Madoka. After my body turned to be like this, do you think there is still anything meaningful to me? Sayaka-chan. Now all I can do now is fight witches. They're the only thing left for me. Sayaka stated. I'm just a zombie, no one can give me a meaningful thing in my life. That's not true. You still have us. Kanam-san, Naruto-kun, and me, we're your friends, we cares to you. Mommy replied in high voice, not in angry tone, but in a desperate sad tone. She and Madoka had now starting to get really worried. Mommy-san is right, Sayaka-chan. Even Kayako-chan is now looking for you with Naruto-kun. I bet she cares to you too. Madoka added. Mommy-san, you only care to me because you're in the same condition like me, right? Sayaka said as she gazed at her soul gem. Madoka and Mommy shocked, hearing Sayaka's words. I bet if you weren't magical girls, you wouldn't care to me because you're alive. Sayaka said again as she turns her gaze to the reins, and then she gazed at Madoka with cold barren stare that Madoka never seen that before. And Madoka. You just pitying me, right? If you really care to me, why you not become a magical girls like us? Why I must keep suffer in your place? Madoka and Mommy can't believe with what Sayaka said to them. Mommy can't say anything as tears formed in her eyes. Madoka whimpered Sayaka-chan, I'm not pitying you. You're not understand my suffering, so don't talk like you cared to me. Sayaka shouted as she opened the doors of shelter and began walking out. Miki-san. Mommy called Sayaka desperately. I'm sorry Mommy-san. I can't team up with you and Naruto anymore. Sayaka replied while not looking at Mommy. But I still. If you still want to team up with me, I think I'll lose all respect for you and Naruto, Mommy-san. Sayaka replied again and she ran in the rain, leaving Madoka and Mommy. They can't say anything and can't do anything to Sayaka. The rains poured on them heavily, like the tears on their eyes. Mommy. A voice called Mommy. Mommy and Madoka turned their gaze to the voice. It's Hamura Akemi. What do you want, Akemi-san? Mommy asked while wiping her eyes. I need to talk. Hamura replied. Then she stared at Madoka who looking at them in confused look. Privately. Sayaka. Where are you? Another location, Naruto, accompanied with Kayako, is looking for Sayaka. Naruto shout loudly, calling his friends but there is no response. Many people glancing at Naruto. Don't shout like that. You disturb the neighborhood. Kayako said to Naruto, but he ignored her. He looked at the hole of sewer. Sayaka. Do you hear me? His shout is echoing in the sewer, but still no response. There is no way that she is in the sewer. She is not a mutant ninja turtles. Kayako protested. Shut up. I must find Sayaka no matter what. Naruto replied. In her condition like now, anything bad can be happen to her and I don't want it. Kayako looked at Naruto for a moment and then she sighed. You really care to your friends, aren't you? She said as she remembering when she still team up with Mommy. Well, I'm not hates a person like that. So, you like me then? Naruto asked. Kayako's cheeks blushed hearing that. Wow, what did you just say? It's not like I like you or as something. I just not hate you, okay? She replied in panic. Naruto giggled. Hey, I'm just joking. Su tu pudungbiddle. Kayako shout panically while Naruto only laughing. Her face became more reds than before. Why you bean sprout? I'm going home. Kayako said as she began to walk off leaving Naruto. Naruto looking at Kayako, he still chuckled. Girls are really cute. Naruto thought, he's not denying the fact that he likes to be friends with cute girls like he did now. Naruto continued to looking for Sayaka without Kayako's help. Sayaka, I hope there is nothing happened to you. Geez, that bean sprout. Suddenly asking me like that. Kayako walks out from convenience store, grabbing a plastic bag with instant cup ramen inside it. She began to walks to the way of her home church after she leaves Naruto. Her mind is filled with what Naruto said to her. Her cheeks blushed again. Why I still remembering that bean sprout? She thought as she scratched her head. Sakura Kayako. A voice called Kayako. She turned her gaze to the voice and find Hamura Akemi with Mommy behind her. Kayako noticed the sad expression on Mommy's face. What? Kayako asked. And why Mommy is with you? I need to talk to you and Mommy. Hamura replied. It's about the Wolperjiznicht. Wolperjiznicht probably will descend somewhere around this area. Homura said as she pointed a spot of map on the table. Kayako looking at the map with sipping noodles from instant cup ramen noodles she brought while mommy looking at the monitors. They're in Homura's apartment. Homura's apartment is like a crowded version of Universe Will's room when he talks to Naruto. It filled with different colored sofa stools, a flying picture of monitors on the wall that showed many pictures, an upside-down strange thing with gears on its butt, likely a giant clock, and many candles alongside the windows. And based of what edition? Kayako asked, pointing the chopsticks on Homura. Statistics data. Homura replied. Statistics. Since I became a magical girls, I never heard that Walpurgisnacht will come to this town. How you can use statistics as your base edition? Kayako asked again, while sipping the noodles. Homura only looked at her with a motionless expression. Akemi-san. Mommy added, maybe we're still not trust each other. But if we're going to work together, you should give us more information about how you figured out of this Walpurgisnacht. I would like to know too, Akemi Homura. A familiar voice came. Everyone in the room turned to find Kyuubi sitting before them. Kayako's expression turned to anger as she whipped out her spear and pointing the spear at Kyuubi. You've got a guts for coming here like nothing happened, you bastard. Kayako said angrily to Kyuubi. Yeah, it seems that I'm not welcomed around you people. Kyuubi said, ignoring the spear that pointed in his face. I just want to inform you about Sayaka, she is going to cause a trouble soon. It's because the curse from her despair. Mommies looked at Kyuubi with stern expression. It's because your fault, mommy said. You have more to worry about her than you worried about Walpurgisnacht. Kyuubi added. I suggest you to be careful. Ha. What's that? What do you mean? Kayako asked, confused with what Kyuubi said. Mommy is confused too. Don't ask me, ask her. Kyuubi said, referring to Homura. You must be knew anything, right, Akemi Homura? Homura not answering Kyuubi, she only looked at him with cold expression. I knew it. I really want to know how you got many information like that. Are you? I've heard what you ask. Now, leave. Homura replied. Kyuubi slowly turned around and left, but he suddenly stopped and turned his head to the girls. Before I leave I want you to know something about Naruto, the boy you all really cared of. Kyuubi said, make the girls looked at him. Another evil power is awakened because of Naruto's interference in this battle. Maybe it will be like the Beyond the Boundary incident or the Dark Hours. Whatever it is, it will be interesting. With that, Kyuubi hopped off into the dark of night. Everyone including Homura is confused with what Kyuubi said. What does he mean? Mommy asked and worried. Is Naruto-kun hiding something from us? The heck if I know. Kayako shot back. But for now, looking for Sayaka is our first priority and then we fight that Walpurgisnacht. Mommy replied with sad smile, she remembering what Sayaka said to her before. Homura's mind is filled with many thought. What he means with another evil power is awaken. Why it have connection with Naruto? Who exactly Naruto is? Homura sighed to herself as she realized that she can't get the answer of that question anytime soon. Naruto-kun. The next day, Sayaka looked at Kaisuke and Hitomi who's sitting on a bench of park from far place. Sayaka not returning to home yesterday and she is not coming to school today. She didn't want to be near anyone, she avoided everyone throughout the day while cursing herself because saying those things to Madoka and mommy. Hitomi and Kaisuke talks about many things, laughed and smiled each other. Sayaka looked at that view with many regrets in her mind. Why she became a magical girl. Why she saved Hitomi on that time. She ran off from them as far away as possible. She didn't even know where she is going now. She ran in through the forest, through the city, and through the railway. She found a quiet train station. Images of her mental breakdown, Naruto's anger, along with her rejecting Madoka and mommy's help filled in her thought. She sat on one of the bench and began to cry. I am such an idiot. Sayaka. She hears a shout from someone. It's Naruto, with Kayako behind him. Finally we found you. Naruto said while panting heavily. I'm sorry for shouting you yesterday, but you must not run away like that. We worried, you know. Kayako walked over to her. Geez, how long are you planning on being so stubborn, kid? Kayako said. Sayaka is not looking at them as she faced towards the ground. Madoka and mommy are probably very worried to you. Even Naruto sacrificed his bedtime for finding you. I'm sorry for making you guys looking for me. Sayaka said, no emotion filling in her voice. But it's late for you to help me now. Sayaka. What's wrong? Why you said that? Naruto asked in worry. My heart is full of hatred and despair. For all the happiness you wished for someone, an equal amount of despair will come down to you. It's the way of magical girls. Sayaka said again as she brought out her corrupted soul gem. Sayaka Kayako cried out. Are you? Kayako? Quick. Get a grief seed. Naruto shouted, interrupting her. Kayako reached her pocket to find a grief seed. But it's too late. What Naruto afraid of become true. I was an idiot, aren't I? Tears from Sayaka's cheek fall to her soul gem. At the moment, everything was explode around them. The darkness from Sayaka's soul gem burst out with massive amount of force. Naruto and Kayako were blown away. Thanks for watching, also remember to subscribe and like this video. See you in the next video.